the Greek government have hit back at the European Union and the Euro-federalist journalists for attacking them over protecting their own borders. Yes, the scapegoats of Europe are back to defend themselves against the Eurocrats and the pseudo-nationalist journalists of the European newspapers and media who decided to attack the Prime Minister of Greece. Why? Because he's simply trying to protect his own borders, for simply trying to, for the first time, to stand up for people of Greece, despite the fact that Germany and the rest of the European Union continued to betray them since 2009 over the financial situation, over the migration crisis, the battle between Turkey and Greece. This is the press conference that we had between the leaders of the Netherlands and Greece. And one of the European and Dutch journals decided to very directly attack Greece, and the leader of Greece decided to actually stand up for himself.
Kalispera, Ingeborg Beugel, Groene Amsterdammer. Dag meneer Rutte. In English, right? I have one question for both of you. Prime Minister Mitsotakis, when at last will you stop lying? Lying about the pushbacks, lying about what's happening with the refugees in Greece. Please don't insult mine and neither the intelligence of all the journalists in the world.
This is the thing. European journalists, Western European journalists, are so entitled that if it's not against, well, if it's not in favor of the angle, then they're saying that, well, you're insulting us. You have to go with everything that we believe in. You cannot question Brussels and Brussels politics. And this is why she's actually been rude. The response from the Greek government was really good at the conference, but also even after the conference.
There has been overwhelming evidence, and you keep denying and lying. This is like narcissistic abuse.
Oh dear.
Why are you not honest? Why don't you say, Brussels left us alone.
Right.
We waited for 6 years. Nobody did anything. We need to relocate. They don't do it now. I have my say. And yes,
I love how her face mask keeps coming down on her nose. Not really sure why.
Why did you stop knocking on Brussels'
Take it
door
off
for relocation?
Please, the
do
question.
you accept?
So that's it, like 1 minute. She just started ranting and ranting for 1 minute. Luckily, she was stopped, and this was the response.
And for you, Mr.
Oh, that's not finished.
Rutte,
Right.
what, according to you, are the sanctions that should be imposed on Greece and maybe on Holland for accepting this violation of human rights that Holland is co-responsible of? Also, many municipalities in Holland want to take many refugees from Greece, like opposed.
She's still talking. She's still talking. She's still talking. There we go. There we go. So 1 minute 50 seconds. That was just a question from one of the journalists. Imagine if it was the other way around. Brussels and the leadership do not allow one reporter to ask for about 2 minutes. Just one question. It's not even a question. It's just an attacking statement. And this is where you have Rutte, who's just standing there in a corner. Like, well, he can't really defend his own Dutch journalist at this point. So he's going to allow Greece to respond.
Of asking direct questions to politicians, which I very much respect. What I will not accept is that in this office you will insult me or the Greek people with accusations and expressions that are not supported by material facts, when this country has been dealing with a migration crisis of unprecedented intensity, has been saving hundreds, if not thousands, of people at sea.
That's the thing. Also, I think it's the first time in history that a Persian is defending the Greeks. But having said that, he's right. Because the pressure that we put Greece under by forcing them to accept all the illegal migrants that are coming from Turkey, which, by the way, is a safe place, the same issue that we're having with France right now. And the Greek government, until now, they accepted a lot of them. And this time, they decided to just have some sort of border control. Europeans, especially the Germans, are not too happy.
We just rescued 250 people in danger of drowning south of Crete. We are doing this every single day, rescuing people at sea, while at the same time, yes, we are intercepting boats that come from Turkey, as we have the right to do in accordance with European regulation,
I think
and
she's pretty hard to do it.
For the Turkish Coast Guard to come and pick them up to return them to Turkey. So rather than putting the blame on Greece, You should put the blame on those who have been instrumentalizing migration systematically.
Okay, this is now going to escalate after this bit, because then she's going to come back and then he's going to start having a fight with her directly. Watch.
Including tens of thousands of Afghans who have been receiving...
Please.
Allow me, have you visited the new camps on our islands? Have you been to Samos?
Yes,
No, you have not been to Samos. Yes, I have. No, please, you have not been. You have not been. Look, you will not come into this building and insult me.
Oof, brilliant.
Am I very clear on this? I'm answering now, and you will not interrupt me. In the same way, and I listen to you very carefully. If you go to Samos, you will find an impeccable camp with impeccable conditions, funded by EU money, with clean facilities, with playgrounds for our children.
They got McDonald's and everything, yeah. So I mean, this is where I can't really defend him. I know some of the camps are just completely disgusting, but he's right. And one is about the respect, and when it comes to diplomacy, because, you know, you got Rutte standing there, you got all the other diplomats who try to just for once be quite polite about the way they deal with each other, especially after what happened in 2015 between Germany and Greece, where they were literally just shouting at each other in their parliaments. Now, we know that the Turkish government, who happen to be somehow in the customs union of the European Union, and they try to become members, but they can't really become members. Of course, Greece will always veto. But that's not stopping Turkey to be one of the favorite children of Brussels, even though they're not really members. They are taking advantage of this alliance that we have with them against Iran. And Greece is simply just that alienated, ignored child, that kind of middle child sort of mentality. And we feel sorry for them, because we took their money, we forced them to mismanage. We allowed the socialists in Greece to be in charge for a while, and now we won't even let them control their own borders. This is embarrassing, and the way the domino effect is going to start in terms of the Euroscepticism across Europe, Poland, France, the Netherlands, and all the other countries, this could be a chance for some of the Greek politicians to stand up and do some sort of renegotiation with the European Union. We don't really expect some sort of Brexit for these countries, but at least some sort of renegotiations. Maybe send David Cameron. He was very good with renegotiations. Maybe not. But this is the update that we have from the continent of Europe for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell next to it so you stay notified when I release the next show. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.